Chosen vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the GCVs, the Galactic Family, and Druuill Nation. Let's get right into it. Drug legalization is going to lead to lack of attention being paid to children and abduction from monsters. Let's talk about it, all right? They just recently showed something on the news that I saw where they made magic mushrooms. They're making them legal, all right? The powers that be are offering drugs, legal drugs. I don't know about that, okay? If you got your own little stash or you know how to construct them yourself, hey, do as you wish, do as you may. But me personally, I'm I don't know about taking anything from. I don't know about letting them give me anything. All right, I'm not. I don't know about that. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I don't know about it. Um, a lot of like a lot of things that they give out like that is just an experiment, and they're already experimenting on the population enough, and they already made enough lab rats out of people already. So me personally, I just don't know. All right, I don't trust it. All right, they couldn't even give out 50-cent hamburgers. All right, hot dogs have 2% human DNA in them. All right, so the 50-cent hamburger, who knows what they could have been serving up? Okay, I'm just saying some of those burgers sent people to the hospital, and that was food. That was food. All right, and they showed that on The Simpsons. So I'm not sure if they had a little mushroom shroom thing on the Simpsons, but I guarantee if you look it up, you'll probably find it. I wouldn't even be surprised if you find it. But the thing is, I have heard of them as being called shrooms, but being called magic mushrooms, that sounds a little witchcrafty to me. I'm not too sure about that. I'm not too sure you should be indulging in anything from the powers that be as far as a magic mushroom. I don't know. Okay. I don't think that that's a good idea for the state that the world is already in. How society's already kind of headed in the direction we're going. All right, parents, not all parents, but some parents, as I'm sure you've seen. All right, I know you're a good parent, but there are some parents that don't even really pay attention to their children like that. They're either more worried about television, or they're either more worried about their phone, or what's going on in their personal life. And to add sedatives into that thing, magic mushrooms, I, I don't know. All right, I think that is by design. All right, they already got preschoolers dropping it like it's hot. All right, and now I think you want to be paying attention to your surroundings, your kids, as much as you want. Not as much as you want, but as much as you should, because a lot of those things, they open up, your mind to alternate realities. And in the world that we're living in, as the spirit world is merging with the physical realm, the spirit realm merging with the physical realm, as we all know, spiritual people, the veil is being lifted, and I'm not sure if you want to add some magic mushrooms into that cocktail right now. I'm not sure if you want to throw some magic mushrooms in the mix. I just don't know. All right, I don't know. I don't know. All right, if you know a shaman, or some ancient mystic man in the woods or something like that, hey, that might be the plug. All right, but the powers that be, I don't know. Me personally, I just don't trust it. I'm not sure if it's something that you would want to indulge in. All right. But I'm not sure if right now is the time for that anyway. Because, with it is a lot going on right now. And that's partially why I made that natural beauty post. It's a lot going on right now, okay? You want the products that you're consuming and taking back home with you to your place of residence. You want it to be as real as possible. All right, there's a lot of deception going on right now. All right, there's a lot of deception going on, and you don't want to be in the midst of anything that you didn't sign up for. All right, you want to be able to actually read the fine print on anything and everything that you get your hands on. All right, you feel me? You feel me, brother, brothers and sisters and all that. If y'all feel what I'm saying, you want to be able to fellas primarily. All right, y'all, I know y'all feel where I'm coming from. But everybody, you want to be able to be coherent. All right, I think that they want the parents to be on one, and they want the parents to not be paying attention to their kids like that. All right, because I think that I'm not sure, but it sounds agenda-y. All right, and if you're not coherent and paying attention to your kids, there's a lot of trafficking going on. There's a lot of snatching and grabbing going on, and you want to be able to be paying attention to your kids, your family. All right, maybe even the neighbors' kids. All right, remember how everybody used to each one teach one. Everybody looked out for everybody back in the day. All right, I was born in the '90s, so I think I caught the tail end of that. All right, I'm pretty sure I caught the tail end of that. All right, I'm sure there's still a lot of that going on right now, but y'all know where I'm coming from. Y'all know where I'm headed with this. You want to be aware of what's going on. All right, and I don't think just right now, I'm not sure if magic mushrooms is it. All right, I'm not sure if that's it. All right, especially coming from where it's coming from. All right, who knows what is being put in that? A lot of things that people are involved in today that they may feels harmless. It's a lot of chemicals in it. All right, since I'm not sure about y'all, but I've never smelled any marijuana that like made my stomach hurt, maybe want to throw up. Um, I'm not sure if anybody from the earlier generations can attest to that, but like some of this stuff that they're putting in the air is like it's making your stomach hurt. You smell it, make you want to throw up, and it's like some of it is just like, you might want to highlight a OG Jamaican and go back to the mean green, you might want to highlight, you might want to go back to what's natural. Okay, you might want to you might want to if that's what you do, you might want to get you some Reggie, because that other stuff is it's like it's got a lot of chemicals in it, And I ain't hating on nobody doing their thing, all right. But the way it smells, it's like it's got a lot. It smells like it's there's more to it than meets the eye. All right, so and that's what a lot of things out there, and that's why you want to be coherent. All right, if you're already doing one thing, you don't want to add anything else to the mix. All right, you don't want to add anything else to that. All right, you want to do as least as possible. Take your little shot, have your little drink or whatever, and if that's what you do, or and if you do your little trees or whatever, just leave it at that. All right, I wouldn't really go into the realm of the magic mushroom. I don't know. All right, I'm not taking anything magic from the powers that be. All right, you can leave me out of it. I'm good. All right, but whatever you do, just be safe, be careful with it. All right, everything in moderation. All right, your natural state is the best state always. But there's some people that they just do them, and whoever do you, I ain't hating on you, but just make sure you're not just make sure what you're doing is not chemicals. All right, make sure whatever you're doing, you're not hurting yourself, you're not it's not anything that's going to damage you. All right, because stuff that they put out like this is usually an experiment, and you don't want to be damaged from anything long term. All right, I personally wouldn't trust anything magical from, and I don't know. Okay, all right, it's a lot of stuff being put out here that people have experienced and wish they didn't experience, and I just want to let you know that what you're experiencing already is probably enough. All right, your experience as is probably good enough. All right, you probably got a nice, wholesome, healthy, magical experience already. I think you have enough magic in your life already. All right, life already as it is magical enough. All right, even more when you're in your natural state. All right. Sometimes the natural state is more magical than another state. All right, this is just me and my personal views. All right, um, but I'm not sure if you want to ingest, digest, or accept anything magical. All right, there's enough magic in the world already. Okay, and you don't want to be in any state, any mental state to where you could be easily deceived. All right, you want to be able to notice everything that's going on. Okay, all right. So that's all I have to say on that. You want to be able to notice everything that's going on. You want to be aware and be able to pay attention to your kids. All right, be able to watch what your kids are doing. And it's weird that it's like the type of music that's out, the type of things that are out. It's always been stuff like that that's been out. But I mean, now with like just I'm talking about, I'm talking, I need you to think with me right now, with everything that they have going on right now. All right, you want to be coherent. All right, with everything that they got going on, you want to be coherent. You don't want to be deceived. You want to make sure what products you're using is the actual product you're using and not a counterfeit. Okay, you want to make sure that what you have is what you think you have. All right. You know you want to be able to you want to be able to you want to be able to have what you think you have. Okay. All right. You don't want to be, it's a lot of Decepticons out here. Okay, it's a lot of deceptions out here, and you want to be on the up and up with everything that you're doing. All right, you don't want to be sedated and to where you don't want to be too free out here. All right, you don't want to be too free out here. All right, you want to be able to keep your eye on your babies. All right, you want to be able to keep your eyes on the if, ands, or maybes. All right, and you want to be able to make sure what you're doing is what you think you're doing. Okay, you want to be able to make sure what you're doing is what you think you're doing. All right. So, just keep it safe. All right, keep it safe. Keep it player out here. Keep it safe. Keep it player. Keep it 100 with you. All right. You're definitely going to want to be coherent out here. All right. Your natural state is the best state. All right. It's enough magic for me. All right. So I'm pretty sure it would be enough magic for you. All right. So you want to be able to, just keep your eye on everything. And I really think they want people to be in a certain state of mind. So that way they'll just overlook certain things and look past certain things and possibly not even be aware of certain things. What so and so's doing? Oh, they're outside having a good time. Let them be kids. They're young. They're wild. They're free. Let them just let them be kids outside and play and we don't want to ruin their childhood and all that stuff. Like, nah, you don't want to be in one of them type of states. You want to be in a state to where you're aware of everything, your sound mind. All right, you want to be aware of everything. You want to know what's going on, how it's going on, where it's going on, when it's going on. All right, you want to be aware. You want to be coherent. All right, so I'm not knocking anybody, doing their little thing or whatever, but everything in moderation. But just make sure that you're coherent, make sure that you're aware of what's going on. Definitely keep your eye on your kids, watch your children. There's a lot going on in the world today. It's a lot of spirits out here today. A lot of different spirits out here today. Okay. It's a lot of different spirits out here today. All right, and you don't want to open up any portals, any unnecessary portals in your mind. All right, you don't want to open up any unnecessary portals in your mind with everything that they got going on. They're not talking about CERN anymore, but they're still working on it. I said they're not talking about CERN anymore, but best believe they're still working on it. All right, so you want to be able to just be aware of things and keep it natural your own way. All right, you want to keep it as natural as you possibly can. All right, you want to make sure that everything you're involved with is keeping it natural as well. All right, you want to make sure that everything that you got going on and everyone else you're involved with that's got it going on, all right, is natural as well. Okay, you want to make sure that what you involving yourself with is what you think it is. It's natural. All right, so it's a lot going on in the world today. All right, it's a lot going on in the world today, and I don't think right now that's it. I'm not sure if that is it. You don't know what they're putting in them. All right, you don't know what they're putting in them, just like them 50-cent burgers. Everybody thought they was okay. I'm just gonna get a 50-cent cheeseburger. That's for me. And then people ended up in the IUC. All right, people ended up in the hospital over a 50-cent cheeseburger. So if a 50-cent cheeseburger from around this time era could put you somewhere, you know, do what you're already doing, and don't add nothing else to it. All right, magical this and magical that. I'm not sure if that's what time it is right now. What time it is right now, I think you want to be aware of what's going on in your life around you, everything that you do. All right, they just put out that movie, Leave the World Behind. All right, um, I'm thinking. I know there's always been times and things happening and stuff like that, but I'm thinking by 2030, I'm thinking by 2030 you're gonna want to be self sufficient. I'm thinking by 2030 you're gonna want to have some woodland skills. All right, you're gonna want to you're gonna want to know how to do you're gonna want to be more self sufficient. You're gonna want to know how to do some things yourself. All right, we're already. I'm thinking about 2030. You're gonna want to you're going to want to know how to do some things. All right, probably get you some training, some some self-defense training. All right, you're going to want to know how to you know live in the you have some wilderness skills. There we go, some wildlife skills. All right, some wilderness training, some wildlife training. All right, something along those lines. All right, learning how to survive out there, things of that nature, out in nature. All right. Spend some time away from your phone and things like that. Spend some time away from technology and things like that. All right. I just just a little think tanking. We're just trading ideas back and forth. But right now, I don't feel in my spirit that that's what time it is. All right. I don't. If they're trying to not take it back to 1970. Right now is not the time to do it. Right now is not the time to do it. I just don't think right now is the time to dial it back to the 70s. It's a lot going on right now. You're going to want to make sure you're aware, coherent with you, yourself, whoever you're involved with, and whoever is involved around your children. All right, you're going to want to keep the baby safe. You're going to want to keep you safe. All right, you're going to want to keep you aware in a state where you can be aware. All right. Everything else that they already put out, the marijuana, a little alcohol, a little drink every now and then. I think that's as spiritual as it should get. All right. I think that is enough spiritual for I think that's enough spiritual already. They call it spirits, right? And uh, that's enough spirit already. That is enough spiritual already. Just me personally, just my thoughts and what I've been thinking. I think that's enough spiritual already. All right. You don't want any monsters popping out from under the bed. All right. And in all seriousness, you want to be aware. All right, you don't want anything to happen to anybody that you love. All right, you want to be able to keep an eye on things and make sure you're aware of things, and you just don't know what's in what. All right, they just put out some burgers that almost they put out some burgers that almost cause people to be, and I'm pretty sure you could what rhymes with not being a lot what rhymes with burgers and has to do with boo. Use your mind, people. All right, use your mind one time. That's all I'm asking. All right. So everything that is already out, I think that's enough spiritual already, and it's already if the trees smell like they're putting stuff in it, then what do you think they doing with these magic mushrooms? All right, the trees already is GMO. All right, I ain't knocking it, but it smells like what I'm saying. It don't smell like it's been grown from the earth. I'm just saying. All right, it don't smell like it came from the planet. It smells like it came from somebody's lab or something, And I ain't knocking it, I know it ain't killing nobody, but there has been cases to where they're putting a lot of different things in things today. So you really want to be careful with what you're doing. All right. There's been studies and cases to show that they're putting fentanyl in certain strains and certain trees and stuff like that. So pray that you don't get none of that stuff. All right, but you want to be careful because that stuff ain't nothing to play around with. All right, that fentanyl stuff, it ain't nothing to play around with. Um, there are cases where they have found that in the trees, and that has been back to at least like maybe even 6 7 years. All right, so I ain't trying to scare nobody. All right, I'm not trying to ruin your party. All right, I know you work hard. I know, but I work hard. Hey, I understand. All right, I overstand. But you just want to be aware, and you want to be wise in today, because it's not, things aren't what they used to be, y'all. Things aren't, I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but stuff ain't what it used to be. Things aren't what they used to be. So you want to be aware, you want to be hyper vigilant, you want to be putting the best things in your body for your body. All right, just saying. Just your message, just a little Druuill message. All right, just a little Druuill special for the chosen vessels. All right, it is a vessel, your chosen vessel, and I'm not knocking anybody. All right, I'm not hating on nobody. I ain't here to put nobody down. I just want to let you know you're a king and a queen, and you have a crown. All right, that's all. That's all I'm here to do. And I don't think getting magical right now is where it's at. All right, there's enough magic out there in the world already. All right, there might be a little too magical out here. All right, it might be a little too magical out here. So I'm not sure if get putting any little extra little fairy dust or magic here, or what, something that might seem like spell work or witchcraft here or there. I'm not sure if you want to do that right now. You want to be able to watch your kids, protect your kids, make sure you're aware of what they're watching. All right, because they got preschoolers doing adult dances. All right, they got the preschoolers. Kids. They say kids are growing up a lot faster. That's what the adults are saying now. Kids are growing up faster today. No, it's the things that are being put out and not being monitored that they're watching. That's forcing them to grow up faster. Keep your eye on yourself. Keep your eye on your health. Keep your eye on your wealth, which is your family. All right, the people that you love, the people that you brought into this world, the people that you want to continue to see and look after and take care of in this world, and you want to be here for them. All right. I'm not sure if taking it from them is the best idea. I don't know. All right. The burgers was putting people in the damn hospital. Burgers from the one place and burgers from the other place. All right. Putting people in the spittle. All right. And I'm not sure if you want to add anything on top of that. All right. I never heard of somebody getting hurt and being sent to the hospital over a burger over a burger. All right, in the 1910s and 1920s and 30s and 40s and 50s, well, no, the 50s and 60s, them burgers did cost about 10 cents, 35 cents. They wasn't sending nobody to the hospital then. People was eating about 50 of them. People were going to the store with $5 and just eating the whole thing. All right, so but today, so it's a little different out here today. All right, it's just like people were putting in the comment section when I put that picture up of the young lady that was on the Cosby Show. All right, before it got canceled. It's a little different out here today. It's a different world. All right, very very different, very different. So you want to be aware. All right, you want to be aware and you want to be coherent. I can't say it enough. You want to be aware and you want to be coherent. Okay, because they are putting things in everything. They're putting chemicals in the weed. All right, and they're putting and if they're putting chemicals in the weed, you could only imagine what they're doing with them magic mushrooms. All right. So, be careful. All right. I'm not trying to stop you from living your life. Live your life, but just be wise. Listen to your spirit. Listen to your body. Listen to how your body feels. Listen to how your body reacts. Listen to what your body tells you when you do certain things. All right. And pay attention to the vibes that you feel when you are doing certain things and when you're around certain people. All right. And when you're about to indulge in certain things, make sure that you're always safe. All right. Make sure that you're always coherent. Make sure you're always aware. All right. And if you ask me right now, and the way that things are going on, and just because of what time it is and everything that's happening right now, I think right now a mental state is the best state. All right. I ain't hating nobody. I ain't knocking nobody. But right now, I said a mental state is the best state. Mental state is the best state because if you don't have a mental state, you're probably somewhere else in the spiritual realm. All right, which probably. in due time. All right, I'm sure it'll be a good experience. But you want to have a what was I saying? You want to have, what did I call it? Natural state. All right, your natural state right now, just for the sake of the things that are happening in the world we're living in today. I feel the natural state is it, y'all. All right, this has been your main man, Druuill. Another Druuill special. Shout out to the chosen vessels. Hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't you forget to subscribe. All right, peace, love, and light. We out.